Welcome to the rider brief for Race Across Sri Lanka 2024. So in this video, we'll take you through some of the key highlights, some of the key rules and tips to help you enjoy this race. Race is organized by Spinner Cycling. As you know, Spinner organizers version 4XR the hill climb around the Pearl in 10 days for children with cerebral palsy. Race Across Sri Lanka, what we are here to talk about. And at the end of the year, 8th of December, is Race the Pearl, the 24-hour bicycle race, the official qualifier for Race Across America. You can either do as an individual or as a team relay. So, moving on, Race Across Sri Lanka is an epic event. Most of us love this jersey. It's inspired by the Sri Lankan flag and also mangoes. Maybe you'll find out what's the deal with mangoes as we go. So Colombo to Alla to Arugam-Bay, a slice through Sri Lanka, west coast to east coast to the central hills of Sri Lanka. Alla, an epic place to be. So that's the vibe of the event. It's an interesting event. Early morning from Colombo. So a race, for some it's a ride, surely it's a holiday, even to come back. And then we are going to have a nice party in Alla with great music. After all, Alla 360 is our partner in Alla. So the party happens at 6:30 p.m. in Alla, something to look forward to for you and your family and your supporters. So thumbs up to our original riders who made this event happen. The numbers have doubled this time, but it's always great to have people coming and making events of this nature come to life. So you know what you get at the end of the race. What you get is an amazing feeling of riding across a beautiful island, the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. The Strava profile itself will look beautiful, and the vision of the beauty of this country is going to stay for years in your mind. And people come back and repeat this, so hopefully you become a fan of this. Everyone in the solo category gets a finisher medal because you deserve it, and then the stage riders as well as the relay riders will get their mementos and whatnot. So 24th, 5:30 a.m. we start, but remember you have to be there sharp at 5. Arugam-Bay is where the total event finishes at 333 kilometers, 4,000 plus meters of climbing, almost half an Everest. So stage 1 starts from the Lighthouse Gallery in Colombo Fort, and it goes to Alla 360, finishes at 6 p.m. We can be flexible on the finish time, so don't make that a big issue. 2 aid stations, one at Ratnapura, in and around 80 to 90 kilometers, and timing session 2 at Belihul Oya Rest House, 145 kilometers. Stage 2 is on the 25th, starts from Alla 8 a.m. after a good night's sleep and a bit of breakfast, all the way to Arugam-Bay. And the finish place is called Ateria Chill at 2 p.m. The links of all these locations will be available for you already. 8th station, there's only one in Monaragala. All across this route, our judges are there. So in case you need some assurance, they will be there. They will be on the roadside as well as motorbikes. So, but apart from that, please take note of the aid station. So what do you get at the aid station? Apart from restrooms, we might have a challenge in Ratnapura, but everywhere else you have the restroom. You get the watermelon, you get the banana for energy, you get the water, you get a sandwich. Your electrolyte will be a Jeevani, and if you zoom into this, you will find the mineral contents in it, which is a local electrolyte. When you come to Alla, you will get your lunch, which is free of charge, courtesy of Alla, a lovely pasta. And then you have discounts all around for the evening, for breakfast, coming from our partner. You will have a handband given to you, and that will give you access to all of this across the route. Mechanical support is only at the start and the finish of the race. You have to be ready to get a puncture done or a quick repair, so please be ready. Medical support, the same. Start at the end of a race, we'll have medical support. So you need to know a bit of first aid, Make note of SUAS area, the ambulance, in case of a worst case scenario, which hopefully will not happen. At the end, there will be a SAC vehicle. If you are totally unable to continue, you can put your bike in it. Uh, so please just inform this will not come to you immediately. It's coming with the last rider. So sometimes you'll have to stay for a little longer for you to be picked up from this and brought you to the finish line. Timing is manual, so you need to sign off at the start and every end station. And you need to ensure your Strava mobile or on a GPS is maintained all across the race. So those are the key highlights in a summary. This should give you a full snapshot of it. So mastering Strava, understanding what the free and the paid version gives, trialing it out is important if you're new to Strava. Some of you who are part and parcel in endurance racing, ultra endurance events, knows how to get prepared. Here are some of the basics that will help you to stay on track. A printed map, which I've already emailed to you, we call it a route planner, is a must. Your phone, some of those phone holders can break over a longer ride. So please ensure you have quality equipment with you. Extra battery, backup, Ziploc bag in case of rain, your patch kit, extra tube, mini pump, some cash in hand. So you know this stuff, be prepared. So for your guidance, you'll have the Strava map already shared with you. It's already on the website. Your GPX files, some of you who are looking to upload that to your computer, already emailed to you, already in the website. At the same time, the route planner is a lifesaver, so keep a printout of that with you all the time. And of course, this video will also help you. So let's take a route planner for stage 1. The orange color area that is highlighted on the left is to take extra care because these are the key areas where there are some tricky turns. So please use it and ensure that you've gone through the route to know what these turns are and what they look like. And so you have some good memory. So example, getting out of Colombo for the first 4 to 5 kilometers has to be thought out and planned because there are some twists and turns. So take extra care of that. Then make a note of Malam Bay because if you go straight from here, it's a disaster for you. So that's why this right turn is crucial. So the rest of it won't be too complex. The road will take you, but then take note. Ratnapura is another key town that you need to make a note of. So likewise, keep note of some of the oranges, of course the other areas as well. If you have a rider support vehicle, keep this printed with them. They should be proactively looking at it. So the other one to keep in track is after you get off Bandaravela, which is a downhill from there, Kumbalvela is the last turn to Alla. So if you go straight, you are in a totally different route. Okay. So some of the timing station links are already given to you. The finish line Google link is also given to you. So please have them with you so that you don't have to last minute look around for this. So we know this beautiful visual of coast to coast through the center. I am sure you're going to love it when you do this. This is the full Strava profile which you can download. This is stage 1. We call it the triple BH, the lovely climbs for meditation. The Balangoda, the Beliuloya, Beragala, and this epic climb to Haputale, the highest point of your race, which is rewarded by a lovely downhill. Then of course on day 2, it's downhill. So this is where you need to take extra caution, or if it rains, the slippery roads, cornering, the amount of practice you need to ensure that you are safe. It's not as bad as we make it sound, but extra caution is always a good thing. And the rest is straightforward all the way to the beautiful Arugam-Bay beaches. So your numbering on your jersey and your bike has to be taken care of. You'll get one for your jersey, which is on your left side, one for your bike. If you switch bikes, which means both bikes have to be checked in at the start, you will have to switch the bicycle number. And there onwards, your vehicle will have 2 stickers. So you will be given that prior to the race, so ensure those are also made in the vehicle. You have only one rider support vehicle in the race. Others, if family comes, they have to be distant without disturbing the rider or the race. So that's the key highlights of the event, and let's come to some of the key rules, which is already uploaded, the final version in the website. Please download, take a print, go through. So some of the things we already discussed is repeated here. To finish, what is the requirement? Uh, to call the finisher and get your finisher medal, these are the requirements. If you have to withdraw, and that's an important decision, try not to do it. We also give you a 2-hour cooling time so you can restart, but you have to inform us all across the process. Read it carefully. The race officials, we have over 15. They will play a big role to support you. So please be courteous to them. Please abide by their guidance. Sometimes they might be firm and give you a penalty. Take it with a positive mindset, uh, because we have to keep the integrity of the race. So some of the rules are already there. We've already discussed it. This is one of the things we don't want to see. So drafting vehicles, hold on to vehicles, no go. We will have pictures. These will come out. Our judges take pictures. Other riders support vehicles do, and you don't want to be getting into something which is unethical and just doesn't require, that negativity. So take extra caution for this not to happen. So these visuals will tell you that we love a solo rider. That's the cleanest way to ride it. You can also ride in a group of 5. That is also an option. And then, my friends, if you are the 6th rider, you are disqualified. So please don't be the 6th rider in a group. The groupie also have to ensure they don't have more than 6 people in a group. Gives a clear indication of what the vehicle's role is. And if the vehicle is ahead, keep a 3-bike distance any given time. Ensure your rider support vehicle knows this. If it's in, the ideal one is right at the bottom. An important point at the end of the race, the last 1 kilometer, you can't come in groups. You have to come solo, which means there has to be a 3-bike length between any rider. You know why we want that. These towns we finish are generally busy towns. So you can't have people coming for a picture finish and sprinting to the end. So we need that freedom for safety. So ensure in the 1 kilometer you break up any group that you are part of and you ride solo. So the one in front will go always. The one behind has to ensure they either overtake, keep in the gap, or keep the distance. So those rules and what can disqualify somebody is already here. This is not to dampen the spirit of the race, but to ensure safety of the riders and the integrity and everybody enjoys. Open roads. People have to go about their life, so we have to obey all the rules, the traffic laws of the country. Read through. Few more things. Elephant cutoff has never happened. So, but good to know. 2 places. Buttala Lahugala. If there is a disturbance that you can't move because of elephants, inform us. We will adjust your timing and whenever you can ride. Your rider support vehicle has to be equally looked at just like your bike, because it's a technical component of your team. So there are some rules for it. You can read it through, what to do and what not to do. The specifications. You can't block the road with a big bus. There are certain vehicles that are not allowed. Stickering has to be there. Your bicycle has to be a bicycle in good shape for you to ride. So when you bring it, ensure your tires are in order, brakes are in order, it's in working condition. If we at the check-in feel it's not, we won't be able to let that bike in. At the same time, no e-bikes. TT bars and aero bars are not allowed, so all that is already here. So some of these things you can go through and be familiar. Helmets are a must, clothing, helmets. If you plan to have a brand on your jersey that you are promoting, please inform us. We have nothing against it. We just need to know if it falls within our ethical conduct. It's not some drug cartel brand. We are also not for gambling and few more things like that, or any major conflict with any of our partners. So we just need to be conscious. Best is to keep us informed, visuals of and how you plan to promote. We'll be looking every possible way to help you to do that. Some general rules to go through. If you have people who are coming specifically to photograph you, maybe in a different vehicle or a motorbike, you have to inform us. We have no issue, but there will be some protocols. Support crew is same as you. What they do is what you do. So if they behave wrong, if they behave right, all of that impacts you. So please ensure they are briefed to be courteous, to be polite to the volunteers, to the race crew, the officials, the other participants. If you feel somebody's only skill is driving, don't bring them, because we need them to be more thoughtful participants of this event. Route compliance is a must. You can't deviate from the route. If you have a larger deviation, there could be penalties. So please familiarize fully with the route. We even every possible support to do that. And few more things about going off the route and how to handle that, and general rules. So while you're handing over nutrition to your riders, try to get down on the road, go forward, wait for them and do it. On open roads, doing it can always have hazards, has happened. So take extra caution on that. When passing other riders, to keep their exact distance, uh, protocol, if you're passing another rider, support vehicle, all of that is covered here. Timing stations are not complex, just come, sign, and you could go. Of course, take your nutrition. So, tracking the race on Strava is your responsibility. Giving an excuse saying, my battery died, this happened, that happened, unfortunately, is not an option. If so, keep backups. So, this is in your hands. I'm sure you know how to handle this. This is not a 24-hour race, so your batteries could last, if not, have backup battery. This is not a more important because we won't be riding too much at night, but good to go through. So if you have to report an accident, the numbers will be available with you. It's not 702 444 is our race headquarters hotline. So please do that. If you see somebody cheating, please inform us. If you want us to take action, which we love to, for the integrity of the race, try to send us a picture or two and give us the exact location. Try to do that as and when it happens, because we don't want the negativity to be in this race. At the same time, be responsible when you are making allegation. Uh, and if you have a allegation with 60 minutes of finishing a particular stage, you need to give it to us. Otherwise, good to stay silent. And take responsibility. Calling somebody a cheater is a serious decision to take. But we want to do that because end of the day, it's in everyone's benefit. So that basically covers all the race rules. Two important videos to watch in the website is about downhill. Uh, However much you know this is just one slip that of your mind that can result in accident. So please go through that. Some of you are pushing limits like this after some time. Most of us are not young as we used to be. So getting the right medical checkups. The heart talk part in your website is a good one. There is also a good video to watch. Uh, So please ensure you take all precautions. A medical test, going to your doctor, getting advice is recommended before you take a challenge like this. A safe ride is a great ride. That's what this is all about. So, my friends, saying all the technical stuff and some putting a wet towel on the excitement was to ensure we take responsibility for ourselves because we are doing this for fun. But end of the day, guys, this is a peak event. The colors itself, the vibrance of it, the beauty of the beaches of Sri Lanka, and the hills, the party, the hospitality, you're going to enjoy. So while you're racing on a serious note or taking challenges, look around and enjoy what you see. And that will help you to take some great memories. And keep coming back. The party is never the same, the roads is never the same, the ocean's never the same. That's why this is something addictive. So Race Across Sri Lanka, that's your brief for 2024.